So the producers of the Oscars were interviewed, and they gave a statement as to what happened right after the slap incident when the LAPD went to the Oscars and met with Chris Rock. And according to the producer, he said that the LAPD, the investigator, gave Chris Rock options of whether he wanted to move forward with the charges and press a charge of battery. Here in New York, criminal battery doesn't exist. We have criminal harassment, which is the unlawful touching or pushing or striking of another person without that person's consent. Here also, there's the very good possibility of an assault charge if they can establish injury, and an assault is the intent to cause physical injury, and by those actions causes physical injury. And so if we look closely at the camera after the incident and we look at Chris Rock's face, we could see that it was somewhat red. At least that's what it appeared. It could be makeup. We don't know. It could be also a little bit of inflammation to the face. And I would submit that that would be sufficient to make out an assault. Now, here in New York, there aren't options. Here in New York, the NYPD does their investigation, and if they believe that there's enough probable cause to make an arrest, they're going to make an arrest regardless of whether the victim wants to move forward. And that's really a very common misconception here in New York, even with my own clients who call the police, make a police report, file, and when the police arrive, decide no, they don't want to move forward with the charges, no, they don't want to press charges. And the NYPD continues making the arrest if there's sufficient probable cause for an arrest and they determine that either a harassment occurred or an assault occurred. And so it's up to the district attorney to decide whether or not to move forward on the case or not. And also, what is the appropriate resolution of this type of confrontation, this type of criminal conduct. And so here in New York, things are a little bit different. I believe that the LAPD and the district attorney from Los Angeles probably are still investigating whether or not to bring charges against Will Smith for this action. It's the duty of the district attorney to ensure the safety of the public and to ensure that incidences like this don't happen. And so it'll be interesting to see whether or not they move forward. Please follow us for more.